The first type of animation I'm going to talk about is stop motion animation. And here we have several still images stacked on top of each other in layers. And just like in claymation, you'll take a picture, move the characters, take another picture in sequence. And here's another version. And all of these images are full frame images stacked on top of each other in layers. Now, it is important that you clean up your images as much as possible before you start. So here, if there's anything you want to get rid of, use the spot healing brush or one of the healing brushes and clean that up. If you don't use a tripod, you do have to make sure that everything is aligned. So if you have an image that's not aligned, you need to change that. And one of the easiest ways to do that is I'm going to take this one. This one is out of alignment. So highlight that, change the layer opacity. Let's try hard light. Get the move tool. And now we can kind of see both images. So arrange that until the hallway lines up. Once it lines up, change the mode back to normal. And you will notice that when you arrange things perfectly by the image, if they don't fill the frame, you're going to have to crop the whole image down so that we have no gaps or white on the edges. So going to go to the crop tool and crop that down. Okay, so we have all of our images stacked together. This is our sequence. I'm going to turn everything off except for our starting image. Oops, there's still a little gap there, so I will need to crop again. Crop that. Now everything should fit. Great. So that's the first image I want to see right there. And we'll go to the Photoshop timeline. And we want a frame animation. Photoshop also does a video timeline, but we want to do the frame timeline. I'm going to click frame animation there. And here's our first frame. That's what our first frame looks like. Underneath, it says 0 seconds. We want to change that. Even if it's something very quick, like 0.2 seconds, we want to change that time so there's something in there. New frame button right here. So click new frame. And on frame 2, this is what I want to see. Add a frame 3. So I'm going to turn that layer off and turn that layer on because that's what I want to see for frame 3. And so I have arranged here in layers the steps of my animation in order. And I am simply turning them on and off as needed for each frame. So we are basically animating in layers. Okay, when we're finished, we can hit the play button to get a preview. We can also, one thing I like to do is on the first and last step, we could maybe make that a little longer. Let's wait for half a second there, and we'll wait for half a second there and hit play. All right, that feels a little more natural. Once you're finished and you like it, we will save a copy. And we're going to save, make sure we're in the right folder. And we're going to save this as a GIF. I'm going to put the word test in here, test 01. Click save. Okay, it's going to ask us some GIF options. Just click OK. Now find on your hard drive there's our test GIF. We can open this in a web browser, Chrome or Firefox, or whatever you use. And there's our animation.